Hello friends, this is Abhinav Johari from QA Guides. If you have any inquiry related to software testing, you can call us. If you have any work related to Selenium and JMeter, you want to get it done. If you have any inquiries related to or any training you want to do, you can contact us on +91 94140 54312. Okay, so we are continuing with our JMeter session. Fine. Today we are going to see some of the logic controllers. So basically, what is logic controller? It is LOGIC. Just a second. Logic controller. See, what are logic controllers? Basically, these logic controllers are used to control the processing order of elements. Right? What are they useful for? They are used for controlling the processing order of elements. Okay, so what we can say that it can change, okay, it can change the order in which a user can send a request. So here what we can do, we can change the order of sending any request. So we can send any particular request or we can send any random request to the server. So let's start with these controllers. So our first controller is simple controller. First is simple controller. So the question arises, what is simple controller? Okay, so what we can say that it's simply act as a folder. Okay, it simply act as a folder in which we can group, okay, in which we can group the elements or we can say request. So what it is a simply act as a folder. How can we do this type of grouping? Let's see some practical examples. So now I'm at JMeter and I add a new thread group. Okay, and under that thread group, what I do, I add a new HTTP request. Okay, let's give the name to this thread group as thread group simple controller. Fine. Now we have one request under here. So let me name it as Google Home. Okay. So let's have the server name as www.google.co.in. Fine. Okay. Let's keep the protocol as HTTPS and port number as 443. Remember, for HTTPS the default port number is 443. Okay, got it? Let me put one more request. Okay, I am adding a new request, HTTP request. Let's make it as request name as Google search, and I will be searching Apache JMeter. Okay, fine, follow me. Protocol will be HTTPS, IP is www.google.co.in, dot in. Port is 443. Now see, I am not telling how to generate this request. Okay, I am just recording the script. Now we need to add the path. So see, I have explained you in the previous module only. So our path is google.com/search, and we need to add the parameter. So I am adding the parameter. Parameter is q, and its value is Apache JMeter. APACHE Apache, and space is always replaced by plus sign. JMETER. Okay, let us add another request. Okay, let's name it as Rediff. Fine. So our protocol will be https rediff.com, and the port number is 80. Okay, we are not sending any data. Okay, let me add one more request. Okay, let's make it as Rediff money. Fine, and let's keep its protocol as HTTPS. Fine, server as money dot rediff.com, and the port number is 443. Okay, so I have created total 4 requests till now. So we have two different groups. One is Google and another is for Rediff. Okay, let me execute it. So to execute and see the results, I need to add a listener. Remember the listener we used in last class? Let me add a result. Let me save it. Controller. Save. Now let me run it. Why, as you can see some results, why it is showing me. Let me keep it as 443 port number. Let me save it. Now let me run it again. Okay, clean it. Let me run it again. Now you can see all the things worked fine. Here you can see that two requests, because it got redirected by C. If you go to request, this is fine. Okay, now here the request, second request, you can see index.html. Okay, we can see. So let's make it complete request. How? So what we can do for it? So what I do, I make it as a complete index, and I use, see, it was getting redirected like this. Okay, I am copying this path, copy it, go to your Rediff money, okay, and put it here. Now save it. Now what I do, clean it. Okay, clear, and let's run again. See, it became a complete request. Now it is not getting redirected. Getting the things? See, now we only have 4 samples. Okay, so it is easy for us to recognize which request is for which group. Okay, but think if we have large number of samples. So to do that thing, what I do, we go here, click here, add, and we need to add a simple controller. Okay, so go to logic controller. Here you can see a simple controller is there. Let and click on it. Okay, I have added a simple controller and I rename it to Google. And what I do, I put my both the controllers into Google. Okay, I have put on both my Googles into a Google simple controller. Do one thing, add one more controller, simple controller, where it is, and give name as Rediff. Okay, and we move these two into Rediff controller. So it gives us a manageable thing. Okay, that for all the requests related to Google are here, all the requests related to Rediff are here. Now do one thing, run it. See, result remain the same. Okay, there is no difference in the result. So our next controller is once only controller. Okay, but before starting once only controller, what if I will let you know about threads and loops. Threads and loops. See, if you need these videos, you can come to my website QA guides, and or you can call me. I will provide you the videos. All videos are not on YouTube. Now let me add a new thread group. Okay, I am adding a new thread group. Add new thread group. Okay, and let me disable this thread group. So to shortcut to disable a thread group is Control T. Okay, it got disabled now. You can see its color. Yes. If you again click Control T, okay, it will enable it. It is a toggling. Disable, enable, enable, disable. Okay. See, here we are having two options. One is number of threads, okay, and another option is loop count. Okay. So now the question comes, what is number of threads? Okay, number of threads. It means number of active users. So how many active users are there? Correct? See, if you give 10, then active users will be 10. If you give 100, then it will be 100. So you can go 10, 100, 1000, 10,000. Okay, all depends on your requirement, how many active users you need. So currently it's 1. Next is loop count. Suppose we have set of requests, say request 1, request 2, and request 3. Okay, so once I will specify any loop, so what will happen, these requests will be run again and again. If I have the loop count as 3, so first time this request will execute, then this request will execute, and after that this request will getting executed. So again it will go here, first request, so it will go in a loop. If I give 3 times, so these all 3 requests will be executed 3 times, first, second, third, first, second, third, first, second, third. Okay, it is a loop count. So now here loop count is 1. I can specify it as 5 as well. Okay, now what I do, I take a sampler, Control C, copy it, and I put it in my this thread. Okay, okay, now clean it and let me run it. See, it has executed 5 times, right? Now if you see the results, sample results, For thread group one, only one controller, we have one. Okay, same thing is everywhere. So this one is thread group. We are on the first thread group, and this represents the number of users. Okay, let me do one thing. Now what I do, I go here and specify number of users to 5. Okay, go to result, clean it, and now run it. So how much it will be? It will be 5 into 5, 25. Okay, see, fun of 1, this is 1 of 2. Okay, second user, it is for second user. If you go here, it is for third user. It is, go here, fifth user. See, request go randomly. It is not that it will go in sequence. This is for fourth user. We have only one thread group. Okay, we have only one thread here, that is Google Home, and the number of users are changing. Okay, now what I do, I put one more element, that is Google search here. Okay, so we have two elements, and I keep the number of thread as 1. Okay, and loop count as 5. Now let's clear it and run it. So now what happened, we have 5 execution each. This is thread 1. Now okay, this is 2, next, next, next. So we have total number of 5 executions, okay, of each. Now my requirement changes. See, I want this Google Home should get executed only once, and this Google search should get executed 5 times. So what I do, I add a new controller, and I add here where I am adding, yes, I am adding, correct, and I add a logic controller, and I add here one only controller. Okay, I have added one controller, that is once only controller, and what I do, I take this Google Home request and put inside it. Okay, you can practice it with me, fine, if you want. Now what I do, go here, clean it. Now let's run it. Now you see, Google Home is only executed once. This is known as once only controller. Let's name it as Google Home. Okay, so hopefully once only controller is clear to you. Okay, now what we do, say we have 3 users, and loop count is also set to 3. Fine, okay, let's execute it, clear it. So you can see Google Home is executed 3 times. Okay, see, 1, 2, 3. So why 3 times? Because 3 users are requesting the same page. Okay, so the 3 different users are requesting the same page. Fine, and Google search for per user will be 3 times. See, it's for first user, second, and third. Okay, then 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1 will be there, 1. See, random, it can be random, it can be in any order. It is not that it will execute in the single same order. Okay, fine, getting the things. So the next controller, see, we have seen simple controller, we have seen once only controller. Next controller we are going to look is random controller. Third controller is random. So let me disable it. Let me disable it. Control T. Okay. Now let me add a new thread group. Fine. I have added another new thread group, and let me name it as random controller. Okay. Now what I do, I take out all the four elements. Okay. From here, and what I do, I paste it here. Okay. Fine. Save it. If I execute them, they will execute in a sequence. Okay, you know it. Fine. Now my requirement is that all the samples should not get executed. Only any one sample should get executed. So what we can do, we will add a new logic controller, that is random controller. Okay, and I put all these things under it. Okay, now let me run it. See, only Google search ran. Only one sample is getting executed. So what you do, it randomly chooses a sample and runs it. So it is very helpful in the scenario when we don't want to execute all the requests. We only want just only one request should get executed. Okay. Next type of controller is random order controller. Okay, I am commenting it. Fine. I am creating a new thread group. Order. See, we have covered with simple controller, once only controller, random controller, and next is random order controller. Now I am ending all these things here. Okay, fine. Now if I do execution here, what will happen? It will execute in the normal fashion. Okay, fine. Right. See, now my requirement is that I don't want these to be executed in this order. It could be any order. It should get executed in any order. So what I will use here, I will use here random order controller. So what I do, I add a new logic controller, and I add here random order controller. Fine. And I put all these requests under here. Let's clear it and run it. See, now Google search is executed at the top. Then Google Home, Rediff Home. So order has changed. Getting the things? Let me run it again. See, now Rediff Home is executed first. So now it's a random order execution. Other controllers we will study in our next video. Okay, thank you. And if you have any issues, you can come to me on my website QA Guides. Write down, here is my mobile number. If you want your bug to be done, anything to be done, you can contact us. Thank you.